Hello, welcome to today's SDGs Share and Learn class. My name is Ifebuchichuku Francisca Ede, and today we'll continue the conversation on SDG 4, which is quality education. In my last class, I gave an overview of the goal and also the current situation of education in Nigeria and beyond. And so today we'll be looking at the targets and indicators under this very SDG. And I had mentioned that targets are specific actions that we take to achieve this goal, why indicators are metrics that helps us to track the progress that we've made in terms of achieving the goal. So we'll be looking at the first two targets and the indicators under this SDG 4, which is quality education. And the first target says that it is trying to see that by 2030 it ensures that all girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary educations that are leading to relevant and effective learning outcome. And if you're a Nigerian, help me observe that part that they say free, equitable, and quality education. You already know why I'm smiling, right? Because even the basic education that they said is free, you will pay for PTA, you pay for handwork, you pay for broom, you pay for Woboti. And at the end of the day, you're asking yourself the question of, is this really free? And in terms of quality, let's not pretend. In the name of trying to cover the image of our country, to say that we are not aware that certain students sit on the floor to take lectures, that some schools does not have roof over their classroom. Let's not even pretend at all. And so that will bring us to the question of if Nigeria is really working so hard to ensure that they achieve these very targets. And how do we know that we have achieved these targets? It's by the proportion of children, young people in grade 2, in primary, at the end of the lower secondary education, that have at least a minimum proficiency in reading and mathematics by 6. Now, in a child who sits on the floor, who rain beats because there's no roof over the classroom, who doesn't have a good learning environment, I don't know how fast, how well they will be so proficient in terms of reading and mathematics. And maybe that's why a good number of us does not know mathematics. But since we see Shege trying to learn, right? What other way do we know if we have achieved this? It is by the completion rates, primary education, lower secondary education, upper secondary education. Let's know if people are completing or they are dropping out. That will help us to know if we are achieving really quality, free, and equitable education. Or is it just education? Is it just the children of the rich that are completing their education? Because the ones that are not rich cannot access quality ones, and so they are dropping out.